Before I begin, I forgot to mention the stand port on the bottom of his butt or crotch, wherever you want to call that part of his body. If you have a stand like this Tamashi stand right here, you can plug that in, and now you can get posing with him in the air. T-Man 978 Chill Review. Hello everyone, T-Man 978 reviewing Transformers Generations Age of Extinction Bumblebee Deluxe Class. You can thank Five Below here for this purchase and this review, because I didn't plan on buying him. As you can see, he has a nice image of Age of Extinction Bumblebee right there without him in the way blocking it. It's bare bones as possible, besides that image, which it is good. Transformers logo right there, but you've already seen this guy sitting in the shelves forever. Lets you know that he's Generations. Here are the product details right there. And on the back, his bio says, he was the first Transformers robot to befriend a human. With his allies again in danger, Bumblebee drops his disguise and charges into battle. The main number one cool thing about his packaging is you take this off, which wasn't taped or anything, and pull Bumblebee right clean out without any type of twisty ties or rubber bands or anything. And his little star weapons right here, which I guess are supposed to be car rims. Pardon that. But yeah, you'll see them a little bit later. They were just easy to pop out. And here's Bumblebee. I didn't think I would like him, but he's okay. I guess he would probably be better if I was younger and wanted a movie Bumblebee. But he does the job if you actually collected these guys. After the first few I bought last year, I just quit because I didn't like him. And to be honest with you, he fits a good image of that robot that was in the movie. But he is a little bit cheap feeling, just like all the newer Transformers. And basically, he's just a tiny, tiny step up from the Robots in Disguise line that's out. Because he has way more moving parts and a little bit more articulation and a lot more paint. Like, I'm shocked at the amount of paint on this guy. Like, his robot mode definitely benefits. Like, this is black paint here. This chest is, I believe, black and yellow paint. Yellow paint on top of black. They actually gave him the correct color feet right there, which a lot of the other movie Bumblebees don't have. And his legs are nice and beefy like they appeared in the movie. If I have one complaint about this guy, nothing really like tabs in anywhere. Like this part of the front fender or the bumper, it's like this in car mode, so you're supposed to bring it down like that in robot mode, but they don't tab into place, so that's going to be constantly moving. These don't tab right here, so that's constantly moving. And on top of that, this swivels. This pegs into place, and luckily, that has a click, so that stays up nice and flush. They've never been able to figure out what to do with his backpack, which is all yellow and black paint. And that came out really clean and closely matches this part, which is plastic, but you'll see that better in car mode. And this is a transparent piece too, which is painted very, very nicely. But anyway, let's zoom in on his face. I don't know how they were able to do this, but they got a tiny, tiny Tampa-graphed Autobot logo right there. Like, look at my thumb compared to his head. I don't know how they got an Autobot logo that small. But here's his face. You can actually make him a little bit expressive by bringing that down, make him look angry. But as you can see, it's kind of drooping on its own anyway. But he has some good details. I noticed they're taking like some IDW, like he has some IDW looks right there with this piece hanging off the side. I believe Drift looks like that in the comics. And he has another spike right there. Mine has some silver paint right there, which shouldn't be there. This mask comes down easier than any mask ever that ever came with the Bumblebee. But that doesn't peg into place either, which why I mentioned that droopage. Oh, here's another thing. This doesn't really peg. It stays into place, but just to put that out there. Mushroom pegs. Like during his articulation, I was trying to do stuff like this. I noticed that it was actually coming in, but really I'm just popping that off the mushroom peg, which is unfortunate. And yes, that does pop off, and it did took a little bit of effort to put that on. But articulation, head is on a ball joint. He can look all the way up, which is really cool. Of course, he can rotate 360. And he has somewhat neck pivot a little bit. The shoulders can actually go up and down a little bit right there, as well as rotate right there. And they can go out very, very far. He has a swivel right here and a soft ratcheting elbow joint. No wrist rotation, no waist rotation, but he has a universal joint right here which has ratchets on the way back down, and it can bend in that much, which is cool. And he has a swivel right here at the upper thigh. I didn't show you that he can kick forward that much, kick back. This molding of his upper thigh bumps right there when you swivel it inward. His knee bends that much. It is a full 90 degrees, but with all this back kibble or calf kibble, it gets in the way. He has a little bit of a joint right there due to transformation. His foot can go forward and go down a little bit. So he has a lot of articulation. And one thing I really love, this gun. Swivel his hand in right here, and boom. He has a transforming arm cannon, which is where they started giving him just a cannon arm and a regular arm, which I really, really hated. The star weapons. Pull this back, take it, peg it into there. They have these. Peg it into here. And boom. He has those star things on his back like he had in the movie, but it's, of course, not identical to the movie. And, of course, they can actually fit in his hand, which is, yeah. Transformation. Pull this back, take these stars off, put them to the side. Now you can bring this panel out, shove these up like this, rotate everything down like this, make them look like a G1 bot. You can go ahead and open this chest up and lift this car bumper out and put it up like that. Shove that back shut again, leaving this head out and exposed. The legs have an interesting transformation. Let's get the arms out of the way. You can rotate these like this. Bring this out. Rotate the legs all the way around. Bring this up. Take the foot, put it like this. Bring that out. Foot, bring that out. Bring this up. Swing this hinge all the way back and up. All the way back and up, which is very, very cool. And the legs don't peg into each other, but you can bring this bumper part back here, the rear bumper, and try to keep it into place while you get the rest of his body into place. Unhinge this, unhinge that, and basically cover the rear section of his body with the roof of his car. Come on, I'm having trouble right here. They peg it up here into the rear of the car. These fenders should be over top of that. I guess that was my problem. Now we can go ahead and push these into place. And you have to make sure that this black painted part is behind the bumper. And you have one of the easiest to transform movie Bumblebees. Storage for these little star weapons. It has these little lumps right here. You have to make sure you put them in that orientation so that the lumps can peg into the little slots that they have for it. And I guess this helps it stay in vehicle mode a little more tighter. Come on, I guess I'm doing it upside down. Yeah, that one goes there. Focus. And this one goes in the bottom. Big. You get the deal. Now they're both stored, and now my video is over 10 minutes long. I never thought that would happen. But anyway, he rolls decently. Actually, he rolls great. Unfortunately, as you can see, these panels don't like to stay together as much as I would need them to be. You can see there's a difference in coloration as far as this part, which is all painted, and this small part. I mean, from certain angles you can't see it, but from like right there, yeah, you can definitely see that. Now, they did a good job. I brought up Robots in Disguise. Like, the headlights look nice and just like they did in the movie. Like, the front and the top is painted very nicely. But then you turn around and you get to the back and nothing. Nothing is painted at all back here except this top part of the car. No lights back there. I mean, it's like they're in cahoots with repro labels or whoever you buy stickers from. And I don't remember if the rims were painted in the movies, but plain black rims. But it's a nice car. It looks just like the movie. And like I said, for smaller or younger kids, this will be awesome. So, I don't know whether I'm going to keep this guy or wind up giving him away eventually. But I am a Bumblebee fan. Even though I haven't, this is probably my second Bumblebee review, so you wouldn't know that. But anyway, he's cool. I like him. For $5, I couldn't resist, and it's a good purchase for $5. Anyway, if you like this review, think about giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe, comment, share, all of that good stuff. T-Man978, out of here.